First Officer Boots, how are you, dear? Oh, lovely to see you. It's been too long, darling. Hello, sweethearts. My dears. Well, my dears, it is the beginning of a very important time here in the Under. Today is Spritesgiving, leading up to Crobsgiving. Yes, my dears, it is a time to be thankful for one another. But, darlings, we simply must use this day... I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't believe we've met, my dear. Kitania von Mousetrap, Queen of the Crobs. Lovely to make your acquaintance. Oh, what a gent. Thank you. Lovely to meet you as well, my dear. Oh, my goodness. Well, First Officer Boots, come here, darlings. You see, my dears, as Queen of the Crobs, I am also leader of the Guardians of the Salt Kingdom. And this is one of our first officers here. You see, we protect and uphold Crob rights. I see you have a Crob friend yourself. My dear, you simply must join the Guardians if you have such an affinity. Yes. Oh, my dear, that is my scepter. Yes, it's just a royalty thing. Don't worry about it. Nothing important. Yes, there you are, my dear. Oh, don't forget. You're first officer, darling.
Oh my God, happy
there we are. Oh, who on earth is...
So good to
hello?
see everyone. Oh, hi, Kitania. How are you?
Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen you in 8... It's Francine, is that you?
Yes, yeah, it's me. Hi. Oh, hugs. Give me hugs.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Hello.
Yes, it's lovely to see you. You look so amazing. Always looking so amazing.
Oh, stop. You do as well, darling. You look quite trim and just so fit.
Thank
my
you.
dear... My dear, would you happen to be busy at the moment?
No, I just coming to celebrate Thanksgiving with everyone. I'm so happy Spritesgiving, everyone. So cool.
I mean, I understand that Spritesgiving is very important, but I think that... Yes, dear, yes, darling,
What are you doing? Stop that. That's Kitania. You can't just take stuff away from Kitania. That's Kitania. She's
dear.
very important. She's very royal. Okay, so you gotta be nice to Kitania. Yeah, okay,
Well.
good. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Francine. I appreciate that. Now,
Yeah, okay.
my dears, as important as Spritesgiving is, we have to remember the true reason that we are thankful here in the Under. And it is because of the Crobs. It is because of what they have done for all of us and how they have taken care of us. I think that we need to come together and bring them some food for tomorrow's dinner, don't you? Oh, wonderful, my dears. Oh, let's see. Francine, is there anywhere that might work well for a kitchen of some sort, or...
Oh, wait, you know there's that big table over where the rocks have fallen. We could sort of use that as a place to do stuff right there. You know that one I'm talking about?
Yes, absolutely. Please lead the way. That's perfect.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, shall we just zap on over there? I can do that. You know, I'm pretty good at, getting everybody over to the place they need to be.
Excellent. That's a wonderful characteristic.
I'm very good at it. Well, let's just go. Here we are. All right. Yeah. So we should probably make it nice and pretty, don't you think? Shouldn't we just go in to make it, where it's like pretty, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Make it pretty for us. Thank you. Well, gosh. Well, Stonehenge is such a grand name. It's so very, grand.
Yes, much of the cat royalty is buried here, actually. But it is
that's
also a
really
perfect place to host some food making. Come on, darlings.
On top of a burial ground? I don't.
Oh,
okay.
no, dear. Not on... No, oh, you know what I mean. Not on top of
okay.
someone's grave.
No,
It's a
right, 'cause I
holy
don't want-
place.
Yeah, a holy. Okay. All right. That's lovely. Okay, here we go. See, I like it here because of the purple flowers. They're really pretty. See,
They
yeah, this
are.
is kind of what I thought. Is this kind of a big, like a big buffet table? Big buffet table.
I think that's perfect, my dear.
Okay.
Darlings, now, we're going to need foods that have lots of salt and, first office of boots. That's so
nice.
sweet.
Oh,
of
you know what? Maybe we should make them a mask really quick so that they feel special.
Oh, my dear, would
Should we
you
do
like
that?
to... There's a special mask you can get here. Would you like a druid mask? It's very fetching. Oh, wonderful. My friends, can we help them make a druid mask? Oh, we have
Got
so
the
many
purple
different masks
flower.
here.
All right, so come closer. Look at this. This here is like a recipe. Right. So this is a flower. Of course, that's this purple flower. Now, that circle here, it means it's go in a circle around your mask. This here, that's a snap. Don't let that one fool you. It's a circle in the other direction. Got it? Shouldn't be too hard. Take off your mask. Give us a blue flame by snapping your fingers once. Good. Let me put that inside. Come on. Reach for me. All right. There. Now go around in a circle once.
That's
Stop.
it, my dear.
Yeah, good. Just until the gold. Now put the apple in. Because if you go too far, it'll send the... Yeah, now once around till you see the gold. That's right. There. Now snap. See? There's a snap. Now one of each of these, one at a time. Boom. And one more. Yeah, that's good. Now the other direction. Now snap. I think you did it. First time.
Oh, first try, my
Yes,
dear.
look
Well
at that.
done.
Yeah. Look at, take
And
it off
under-
and take a
oh,
look. It looks a very,
works
very
so
nice.
well with your
Congratulations. It does. It
Great
goes very
idea,
well with that.
darling. Yes, it's so... And we have one of every mask just about, except for we don't have a cheese around here, do we? Just about. My goodness.
Just about. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Your
you're
beret
right.
is very fetching, my dear. Yes, I love it. All right, now that we are all properly adorned, my dears, crobs are very fond of salt. They're also very fond of meat. Do not ever give them beer. They do not enjoy beer. But so no bratwurst, and that's kind of a weird crossover. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because you make it with the beer. Right. It's true.
Precisely, yes. Which I only found out the hard way, to be honest. Now, what different
It gives
items?
me gas.
Oh,
Sorry,
well,
I shouldn't
that is a
say that
different
out
sort of
loud.
hard way. I hadn't thought about that.
Sorry.
Now, my dears,
Oh,
are there any
yes.
items that might work? Any food items that you feel like fall in line with such a thing? I'll get the salt.
Oh yeah, well there's a steak. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Yes. And
excellent.
don't you think that steaks are good with some onions? There you go. Let me put some onions on there. Some onions.
Oh, yes,
That's
perfect.
right. And
But no carrots. Definitely not carrots. Oh, a meat pie. Excellent, my dear.
How about a Slurpee?
Oh, yes,
Crabs would like a Slurpee.
I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't
put
fall into
salt
the
all
veggie
over
category.
that. That's good, yeah. Oh, you know what else is good with salt?
Oh, perfect, my dear. Yes.
Oh no, it's gonna fall! Ah! Got it. Okay, stay there, egg. Don't move. Oh,
And if
this is-
anyone would
it's
make some
turkey
salted
legs!
wet
Look
food,
at
that would be
that!
perfect.
Woo!
Oh, excellent, my dear. Drinks are perfect.
Yes.
This. Oh, cutlery. Excellent, darling. Oh, thank you. Claudio needs to have his salted wet food. He always forgets, and then he starts craving thumbs again, and I can't have that. So.
That's funny. Tomatoes too, right? That would be a good idea. Some tomatoes.
Yes, I think that is. Yes, I believe it's
Tomato,
just
that's
carrots. That's the no. Oh, Actually, tomatoes might be on the list too. At least the king doesn't like tomatoes, but the other crobs might.
Oh, a little burger. Look at that. Delicious. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea, my dear. Yes. Got a chicken or a
Those
turkey
are
leg.
salty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do they like broccoli? Some
Typically
vegetables.
not, but you know, if you sneak it in there, that's.
All right. Well, here, I'll just.
All right. Do not give those
Let me
to
get
the
rid of
king, though. He will probably eat you. To be honest.
I don't want to
And
be
it-
eaten. Oh no, I've dropped the Slurpee.
Yeah,
All right.
There we are.
Ooh, a tart. Somebody put dessert down there. That's nice. Go salted
excellent,
tart. Oh, very clever.
Perfect. Yes, you've got to have that. It's like a salted caramel sort of vibe almost. Yes. Smart thinking, darling. Excellent. Beautiful.
I mean, silverware. Oh, this is lovely. Salted candy
Beautiful.
and a
beautiful.
cupcake. Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness. It's a good thing I'm not wearing any pants, because I won't be able to fit in them tomorrow.
You're funny.
Well. All right, my dears. I think that's just about perfect. We should really bring this over to the crop pit.
Oh, that's
dear.
a good idea.
Oh, I thought someone's face ran out of juice. That's the worst when that happens. Check your faces, darlings. Make sure that they are properly juiced. Yes, exactly.
What does that mean?
Has that ever happened to you? Time sprites have this thing where their heads run out of juice. It's a very strange affliction.
Oh dear.
Yes, they go poof. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Yes, we have mourned and lamented over many lost comrades in such a scenario.
Wait, what are you doing with the oh, you're filling it up with juice. I get it. Wine
That's
is
cute,
nice
my
'cause
dear.
it's not beer.
Oh yes, wine is good, and I personally love wine, so there's that. All right, beautiful, my dears. Well, I think we need to bring this over to the crop pit.
Okay. We should make a pilgrimage, huh?
Oh yes, that sounds wonderful. Can someone
All right.
transport my scepter so I can carry some things? Would you, my dear? Thank you, darling.
All right. I've got my items.
Here's some salt for you, dear. Oh, where did your turkey leg go? Did we lose it?
Oh no,
Oh,
there
there.
it is. I got it. I see it. I see it. It's right there. Okay.
Everyone have everything? Do you have one more
I
hand,
do.
my dear? Can
Oh,
you
maybe
get
I
that
should take
cupcake
the
there?
meat pie instead. I think that looks good.
Oh, yes, definitely get the meat pie. Now, dear, we have to bring it to the crop
And
hole.
the one.
Yes, you've got to save
we
that
should-
appetite for later.
We should pilgrimage to the crop hole.
I think that's perfect. But what?
All right. Does anybody remember how to get there? Because I kind of don't.
All right. It's directly in a corner from where we stand. So it's. I think it's
Uh-huh.
that way. Yes.
All right.
How embarrassing. All right.
All right. Here we go. Well, maybe I should tell everyone the story of the Crobs and sort of Spritesgiving.
Oh, I have never
As we
heard
walk?
the connection with Spritesgiving. I would love to hear it.
Okay. Well, you walk and we'll walk, and I will tell you the story.
Perfect.
Okay, now, this is a fable, so I have no idea if it's real or not. It could be completely wrong. I don't know. I heard it. This is how it was told to me. And it goes something like this. The very first time sprites in the Under were not like the time sprites are now. They didn't have all those fancy magical powers that you currently do, you see. They had to struggle to make even the very easiest of onions, and they were, well, the MC was always there, but the time sprites were new to this land, and they did not know how they got here or where they came from, and they only knew that they were there. However, they were not alone. The time sprites appeared here in the Under, helpless as newborn babes. They were a very strict lot, and they did everything the MC said, believing that agency was for miscreants and those that would do them harm. But the Crab King, he was only a prince, was aware of these new inhabitants of the island, of the land, and walked straight into their village and boldly asked them for an onion. And they became friends. And the Crab Prince helped them to survive. Is everyone still here? Okay, good. So, you see, the Crab Prince had been enslaved by the MC. Once upon a time, all of the crabs had been free to roam the ocean floor and the sands all around the world, but the MC wanted to capture all of the crabs to help clean up the Am I still going in the right direction? Yeah? Okay. To clean up the building and building up of sands in the Under. So the MC captured the Crab Prince, thinking to influence the Crab King, but the Crab Prince was clever. He bided his time. He learned much magic from the MC and then escaped. And then he wandered the seas in search of his father, the king. What the Crab Prince did not understand is that time worked differently in the Under, and the crabs were now scattered all across the seas. His father, who was a young man, was now old and decrepit, and he would follow the whispers of where the Crab King was, only to find he had gone. The prince returned to the MC. He made a bargain that the crabs would return in cycles to clean the Under if the MC would take the Crab Prince to his father so that he may help him pass from the seas to the sand, and so he did. son and father spent the last of the king's days in contemplation, discussion, laughter, and salty tears. And so, as agreed upon, the prince returned to the Under, calling upon the Crobs to come from far and wide for his inaugural ceremony. While they waited, he stumbled upon these new inhabitants of the Under, the Time Sprites, and here he finally saw what could be done to avenge his enslavement by the MC. The Crob Prince taught the Time Sprites magic, all of the magic that he learned from the MC but couldn't do himself. He told them that the MC was not all-powerful and that they had agency to do what they wanted to do. At first, the MC was furious. The prince was delighted, feeling he had gotten his revenge, but as time went by, the MC embraced this newfound Time Sprite agency as it provided him with entertainment and fun. In return for learning magic and freedom, all the Time Sprites provided at least a feast for the Crobs. They ate and they ate. They played games and were friends. When all the Crobs came from all around the seas, they were fed and they all watched as the Crob Prince was crowned the Crob King. And then the MC, in his infinite wisdom, watched all from the place that the MC watches from. Or at least, this is how it was told to me, who was told to someone else, who was told by someone else, and told by someone else. As it is a fable and nothing more. But this is why we come to celebrate Spritesgiving, to contemplate, discuss, laugh, and let the salty tears season our feast. Cheers, everyone.
What a beautiful story, Francine. Are you telling me, by the Crob Prince, do you mean King Crob?
Mm-hmm, that's right. He wasn't very big then. He was our size. He was smaller, like a prince.
Oh, I wish I had pictures. That's my husband, my dears, for those who don't know. Oh, I need to
he
ask him
never
about
told you
this
that?
story.
Well, it could just be a fable. As I said, it's a fable. That's just what I heard.
Well, it's hard to explain the type of introvert that King Crob is.
Yeah, everybody has a different relationship with, their mates, their husbands and wives and stuff. And, as long as it works, that's all that matters. Am I right?
It's true. You're very right. Plus, I do talk enough for both of us, to be honest.
That's true. I probably do. I'm sorry. Am I being a chatterbox? I apologize. I still have my steak and my wine.
I have both of my salt shakers.
Hey, Crobs! We're sending you down some gifts for
My dears, have you
Crobsgiving.
started cooking? We have items. Go ahead, dear.
Here's
Go
some.
ahead.
Woo. Enjoy, everyone.
There
We
you
can't
are. Don't be
wait for
scared, hide and
tomorrow.
seek, Crob. Oh, my dears. Thank you so much for doing this. This is such an important part of Spritesgiving. Oh, and you all have such dear hearts. I can see that you kept the true meaning in them, and that means the world to us. And Francine, that story was really quite beautiful. Oh, thank you for that. Yes, snaps for her, everyone. Absolutely.
Oh, gosh, that's just making me shy. Oh, thank you. I do like a flower. And you got one too? Oh, that's so nice.
Oh,
is that for me?
always
I
on
get
hand.
two? Oh, golly, I feel so special.
Well, my dears and Francine, a piece of cheese. Is that for me?
Oh,
Well,
well,
thank you,
delicious.
I am a cat, just in case you thought I was a mouse. Yeah, but I appreciate it, and this will go well on our cheese stew. There we are.
Oh, you know what? Maybe they'll
Catch
want
everyone.
this too. Here, put this on the table, okay? Here he
The King Crob
goes.
will not. He'll throw a fit if he sees vegetables. It'll be all right. My dears, well, I better get below and help them start cooking. But this was so delightful, darlings. And Francine, I hope to see you soon, my dear.
Oh, yeah, no, really, it's been lovely, and I have to get back to work myself anyway. So hugs, everyone! Hugs!
Oh, yes,
Happy
group hug, everyone. Oh,
Spritesgiving.
thank
Yes,
you,
this
dear.
is lovely. Oh, this is so nice. Little hugs there for you. Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
this
Officer
is just so
Boots. Good to
delightful.
see you, my
Oh,
dear.
yes, lovely to see you. Hugs, friend. I'm glad you like your new
Lovely to
mask.
meet
It's
you, dear.
very handsome. Yes, it is. All right, everyone. Goodbye.
Oh, yes, my dear. Ta-ta, darlings.